Good morning. It's Friday, April 4th, here in my hometown. You most likely can't even see me, but and it's 5:36 a.m. I'm at the top of Mount Dufferin, which is in a little park called Kenneth Cartwright Park here in Canada. And let's see here. Current temperature, -1 Celsius on April 4th. Sunrise will be about an hour. It'd probably be fairly late in a half hour if memory serves me correctly. You know, you start to get that morning glow. I thought I'd get up early and see what's up, right? Walked up with the headlamp, and plus I want to test the headlamp and see how long it lasts. I brought a couple, like you should always do if you're heading into the woods. Oops, sorry. Bring yourself an extra light or two just to be on the safe side, just in case one tanks out on you. You know what I'm saying? Let's put the phone away here. We'll put the phone away. We're here at the, what do you call it? A little platform. I don't know if I'd call it a selfie circle, but you could. You can call it whatever you want. But I don't know if you can see any of the lights of the city out there. But there's a few lights. The sun should be rising out that direction. I don't know how well the camera's going to perform. It's really, really dark right now, right? But very quiet at this time of day. Oh, it didn't turn off. Why didn't you turn off? Can you see me? Can you see me now? I turned my headlamp off and I got a little bicycle light pointed at me. Can you see me? How about now? What about right now? Hello? 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 Watch this magic. Stop recording. Yeah. Can you see any of this? Yeah, you can probably see that. This light, it makes a really round little circle. But yeah, you got... the ground still has a dark color, like it rained or whatever. This part of the world is kind of a dry belt. You can see a little crystally frost on the ground. This is what they call the Tower Trail. This walks up to a secret research facility up the hill. More or less a radio tower, I think, but yeah. And if you get in trouble, right, you just go, emergency location marker 725, over. And then they drive $1 million truck up here and rescue you from yourself. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. That sort of spreads a little bit of light there. Are you able to see any of that? That's the platform. They got a little selfie sit down in the middle. I've seen people working out and stuff up here before. I wonder if I could get my pull-up on anywhere around here. I don't know if there's a place to do a pull-up. The light's coming up. I was maybe going to do one of those, what do you call, time-lapse jobbies. But that's kind of National Geographic-y. We might. Who knows? But once you start one of those things, like you're sort of done for, right? See, this is the underside of the platform. We're walking around the base of it. They build things pretty sturdy here in Canada because of they get a lot of ice and snow on them. You could probably, you know, you could drive a car on there. They're built to last, right? Put these big giant foundations, almost overbuilt, you know, when you think about it. How much money can we spend on a platform? They probably ask themselves. Let's allocate $250,000. No joke. Yeah, so you could bivouac under there, except that it wouldn't keep any of the rain out. But yeah, that's the platform. There's the city. Isn't it a pity? I think, I can't remember the elevation exactly, but we're about 700 to 800, 850 meters. I think it's around that. We're not at the top here. We can go a little bit higher up. Actually, maybe we should, let's take a little walk up here. I'm going to pack up the gear and turn the camera off for a sec here. Look, I got my my little duffel that I picked up at Uniqlo in Bangkok. Uniqlo is a good store, man. The Japanese design stuff, right? It's just a shoulder bag, but it's pretty versatile, right? Anyway, yeah, enough talk of that kind of stuff. I'm not Mr. Techie guy. I just thought I'd show you. This is the mountain I've been walking up and down for ever since I was in this house 15 years, right? In between my trips to Bangkok and going to work and petting the cat, right? Yeah, very exciting. Anyway, hold on. For all those watching in Thailand, it's cold enough for your hands. I don't have gloves on, but your hands tingle right there. And they get stiff from the cold. At -1, right? Your ice cream won't melt, right? Your popsicle won't melt. And they have these little benches all over the place. My mom, when she died, way too young, by the way. This isn't hers, but you're able to get a bench done, right, and get a little plaque on it. I'll show it to you one day because I'll be heading up here quite often, you know, until further notice, until we end up on another adventure somewhere around the world or go back to Thailand or something, right? I just like making the videos. But it's quickly starting to get light out here. You can see a little bit more up higher. Let's continue on up. There's a trail up here. And I got to get my exercise on too. It feels good to walk up a hill, right? Not as many hills when you're down, well, at least where I was this year. This is quite steep. But here, I'm just going to turn it off for a minute, and I'll turn it back on when we get up there a little further, okay? Okay. I turned my headlamp off. It's only been about 30, 40 seconds since I last had it on, but it's quickly getting that dawn light, right? Here's the type of trees, big long needles on them, ponderosa pines. And also wanted to mention, when I do videos, I'm never putting together old footage or anything. All these videos are posted the same day. It looks a little more impressive when you're doing it from Thailand because the people in Canada and that they wake up and they got these videos instantly, same day, right? In Thailand, it'll seem like I'm lazy if you're watching from there, but that's the actual date they're going up where I am. And always. I never put up old stuff. And if I did, I'd let you know. That looks cool as we're getting up higher here. Let's see, I'll put it. Big head zoom. See, going up hills gets you out of breath, right? But that looks kind of nice, right? Yeah, that's I could give you a little bit of a breakdown what we're looking at, but it's my hometown. This is called Kamloops, right? Kamloops. Natives, of course, they were the first people here before the white demons came. I guess technically Kamloops means meeting of the waters. There's two rivers that meet, the North and the South Thompson River. The city's about 100,000 people. And yeah, and I've lived here for the most part of my life. And you can see snow on the hills. I'm going to turn it off and get up a little bit higher here. How's that sound? Okay, let's give it a second here. Can you see me now? How about now? Big head mode. Yeah, so here we are. We're getting a little bit higher up. This is the, let's guess, be a communication tower. I call it the secret research facility. Well, maybe it is. How do we really know, right? The guys that work in there might know. But yeah, and I was thinking we'd continue on up here a little bit too. And I don't know. I'll just show you a little bit of this. Yeah, it's getting light enough now. I really don't need the headlamp. All that light-colored, that grass is very light-colored here, right? I think maybe before we go back this way too far, I could probably, why don't we go watch the sun come up a little bit? Sky's nice and blue. Air quality is really good here, right? It's only AQI of about 20 or something like that, right? Any sort of misty haze that you see is just clouds, pretty much, right? Let's head back this. Let's go back this way. Ooh, my fingers are cold, right? -1. My friend Bill from yesterday, I think he wants to go on another little hike today. Later on. He doesn't like this park. It's too hilly, right? But this is the one right by my house. I don't even have to get in my car. So that's kind of convenient for me. Yeah. Cool. Hold on one sec here. Hold on. What is with this cameraman? Yeah, and something else I wanted to mention. To the person that left that lovely commentary, you know, after viewing my video, basically explaining all my gibberish to people, right? And that's really nice. That's really nice. I don't know if there's a motive behind that for yourself, or you're just being nice, or you like doing the research, but feel free to do that whenever you want. It's I learned some stuff too, and it's sometimes I kind of have an idea, but of course the way you were well spoken and proper terminology and all the rest of it, right? Which isn't my strong point, and it never will be. I'm just being me out here. The videos I'm shooting are just going to be me being who I am, and I hope that's good enough, because that's about all you're going to get. And you will get daily videos, so I won't leave you hanging, right? And thank you for all the comments, and even the ones, you know, that you know, I can tell when people are just trying to be, you know what. And that's fine too, right? Doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? If you think you're going to say something that is going to hurt my feelings, good luck. Good luck. But I admire your spirit, by all means. If you want to get, you know, if you think you can, you know, then you got a right to your opinions, right? Everyone should have have an opinion. Have an opinion. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion. Even if some of them seem a little bit angry and misguided, hey, that's fine too. That's fine too, my friends. And maybe some of you aren't my friends, but hey, Thanks for watching. I try and have fun, right? And I try and be happy, man. And that's just the way I am. But I'll tell you, I'm missing Thailand's weather right now, but enjoying Canada's air. The shelves in the shops are a little more bare, but you still got everything you need, just a little bit different brands, right? With all the government, all the, you know what, politics going on. I don't want to talk about any of that stuff. If you want to learn about that, follow the clickbait, right? Follow the clickbait. People love using that stuff to get their views or whatever. I just like making videos. And if you want to use me for clickbait, go ahead. Do your finest. I don't care. AI, take your best shot. Okay, quit. Turn it off for a second, Barry. Let's take a walk around the whole compound here of the research facility. And because you can kind of do a loop if you're ever up in this park. It's really easy to find. It's right along the Trans-Canada Highway. Use your Google, Kenneth Cartwright Park, Tower Trail. But there are cougars, or mountain lions, they call them in this park. You don't see them. I haven't seen one in years. And there's deer and coyotes and birds and all the rest of it. Sometimes you get lucky and you find them sleeping on the trail different times a year. And there are places in this park you got to watch your step, but generally, you know, it's quite well, you know, the trails are well marked, and you can, I think, even download a map or whatever on it, but you won't really get lost out here. Everyone's got their phone now. But there are a lot of trails, and they're suitable for walking, running, and mountain biking, right? And e-bike, I'm sure, would be fine, right? And they come in toboggan up here in the winter. You get a little bit of snow. And lots of trails. You can walk the whole ridge this direction, but let's go back and catch that sunset this direction. Or sunrise, I should say. And we'll check the time when we get over here. We're walking around the back of the compound here. Can you see me still? I don't know. Maybe you can. I'm walking a little bit faster for whatever reason. I just don't want to miss the whole thing. I come up here so early. Get up with the sun. Get up with the sun. I haven't seen even one delicate little flower yet. There probably are a few somewhere. Just turn it off for a second, Bear. Just turn it off for 1 minute. Danger, danger. High level radio. Wee on the bottom too. Yeah, French. It confuses me why they still do that, right? Nobody out in the west here of Canada speaks French that I know. It was an old system, right? There's some old things. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Sounds are already made, right? Yeah, we walked around the whole other side of this place, and now we're going to walk down, but we get a little bit different view from up here. Yeah, I'm going to switch to big zoom again. A little bit of moisture cloud. Yeah, it might be caused from the river, and the sky's starting to change. Definitely changing color now. I don't know on camera if it's going to brighten it up or I mean, I can see it quite well with my eye too, right? And then here's the trail going down. This is the road, right? In the wintertime, there's enough snow up here, they chain the trucks up and they drive them up with chains until they can't do that anymore, and then they use all-terrain vehicles with tracks or snowmobiles to come up here to service this communication tower. Man, I'm full of information today. Full of it, man. Okay, let's go back down to this selfie circle platformy thing. Yeah, and this is what they call an off-leash park too. So you can bring your dogs up here, you know, keep them under control when you're around people. So that, you know, if they're nasty little buggers, or you just let them off and do some fetching and pick up their steaming piles of dirt. Don't leave them on the trails, right? And this is like a road. This is the tower trail is basically a road. It climbs for about almost 2 kilometers to the top of the tower. And usually you can walk it in 30 to 40 minutes, no problem, right? And then a little bit quicker on the way down. And then there's lots of single track trails you can explore going down alternate routes and such, right? But yeah, and here we're coming back here to the selfie cube. To the selfie cube. Oh, and the sun is coming up almost. I'm going to check the time. Yeah, sunrise is a little after 6:30, and it's, I don't know if you can see that, but it's 6:12 right now. 6:12. And they call this Mount Dufferin. -1 degrees. Celsius. Celsius, not Fahrenheit. And I know there's 1 or 2 places. Let's see. Yeah. Air quality 21. Huh. Yeah, 6:30 it's supposed to be. And sunset 7:39. Yeah, I'm full of it, man. I'm full of it. Can you still see me? No, probably not. I'm walking around the selfie circle. We'll wait a little bit longer here, and then I might start working my way down, and then we hopefully got the makings of a video. I'm not going to film all the way down. That's enough. That's enough for now, I think. Let's turn off the phone. Or let's just sit it down here. Hold on. Yeah, let's just sit it down. Well, maybe we should do a couple push-ups or something. Let's just see. We'll figure it out. Hold on. Yeah, the sun is starting to come up now. We time-lapsed you a little bit there just so you could see. And I still trying to exercise, right? I did a few push-ups and things. I didn't feel the need to film them for you. And I did a couple sprints up to the next bench there up the hill. I do like working out in the hill. I think I could get into doing some hill sprinting and stuff this year. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Look at that sun. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say, that's the sun, man. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, definitely the sun, man. What do you think of this hat? My kids got me that. Probably 15 years ago. It's actually like a toque with a little thing on it. I used to use it snowboarding. I used to be quite an avid snowboarder. I haven't gone in a few years, but it'd be nice to go again. But a very physical sport, right? But yeah, there's the old sun. Have we seen enough of that? Are we going to wait for it to come up or what? That's good enough, I think. We got plenty of time to show you more sunsets. Friday, September 4th, Canada, 6:30 a.m. You know the place, Kenneth Cartwright Park, Mark Dufferin. See you in the next video or next clip. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Thank you, my friends. Thanks for coming along.